You think, oh, Fender would be the best at making a Fender, but they don't make the best Strats or Teles, whereas this is kind of redeemed
Squier
it.
do it better.
Yeah, these are brilliant.
Oh yes, it feels good.
This is a Squier. It's a Squier Classic Vibe, but it says Squier 40th anniversary. This is the same sort of thing. This is 257 from Toman. That was 257 on Toman, but I didn't buy it from Toman. I got it for like 215 off eBay. Unless there's a bit of an irrelevance, but the boxes these came in are better than the box that my Fender Player came in. Rolled fretboards. The fret job's really good. They're not scratchy frets like I've had on cheaper Squiers. The best Squiers by a mile. This one has a bit of a rubbish neck pickup, but we'll play that in a second because this is just the Strat one. What do you think?
Yeah, it feels really nice. Like the feel of the body it's a very nice finish. So you say it's satin. It's not nitro though, is it? It's just
it's
a
poly.
satin poly finish.
It's Sonic Blue, but it doesn't look as Sonic Blue as I want it to look.
Yeah, it's a bit more duck egg, baby blue type thing.
Yeah, so it's a little bit gutted. It's not a Sonic Blue.
It feels lovely. Like,
oh yeah, feel wise, it's amazing.
why don't they just do poly finishes like this and don't bother putting the crap over the top that makes it look cheap?
People like shiny guitars because when they've got a thick coat of glossy poly on it, you can bang them around. They look new forever.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Would this wear like a not quite as much as a nitro?
Not like a nitro. It'll probably go shiny in places where you play it.
Oh, okay.
But it'll feel nicer.
Yeah, this feels much nicer
But
than any poly guitar.
I'm the same as you. We're like, they're a tool. If you're buying a guitar to look pretty and hang on a wall, just leave it on a wall and then buy something that you are going to play and smash them up, play them, knock them into stuff, use them. Like my pink Tele, it's got loads of dents. This is where I think, God, that's really worn through over there. It just tells more of a story. You've done stuff with it. You're aging with the instrument. It's just cool.
It's just such a nice feeling instrument, especially if the frets done nicely, which these are actually surprisingly good for Squiers.
They're the best Squier frets I've ever played. Also, do you want to have a little whittle on that?
Sure.
Can I have a look at the trem block in a minute? I think it's a thin little trem block.
Oh really? Not that it matters because you're not going to use it as a
no. It's quite a thin trem block.
Floating bridge.
I'm probably going to upgrade that to a Wilkinson bridge with a thicker trem block. They also do a staggered to the whole
which
staggered.
you're going to deck.
Good point, yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe
Absolutely.
Maybe I won't deck it then. I'm gonna float the life out of it.
No, you will not float this. This will never be floated in its life.
So neck position. Oh, you can say it.
I don't want
neck.
it. It's the f***ing neck. This is the neck plus the middle. Position 4.
Yeah. Sorry, that sounds great.
Is that the one you don't like? Or is that the one you do like?
Well, I like that.
Okay. It's the one you like today?
Yeah.
It's the middle.
This is the one I never like.
Yeah, I don't think I like this.
Middle and bridge. Sounds alright.
And the bridge.
Interesting. Right, can you play on the neck something different and then we'll change to this which has fancier pickups just as we've got a comparison. It's really not the best comparison though. Right, I don't know if this is in tune, but let's try this one please, on the neck. Okay, so they're a bit brighter, so that's a set of tone riders. Out of interest, can you... Where's the jack socket gone? Oh, it's on the front, it's not a telly. Can I just try something? Can we go back to that one? Sorry.
tune.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of tune. But that's got a bit more high-end life. Sorry, these are the Tone Rider Pure Vintage pickups, and I've got a set because I absolutely love them.
Are these the stock ones from this?
Yeah.
Guitar? They're really nice.
They do sound good, don't they? They sound a little bit brighter, so I'm glad about that. It wasn't the best comparison, but they sound really good. So the problem we got with the Tele version is the neck pickup. This is definitely a brass cover because they're not covered. They sound nice and great. They're the same as Classic Vibe pickups. They're Fender designed, Alnico 5. Nice pickups. These are Fender designed, Alnico 5, which would be fine, but they put a brass cover on this. So I have this. The problem we have on the neck pickup of this, which we won't have on that because that's plastic. Plastic isn't brass, and brass ruins your life when it comes to sound.
Because brass is ours.
If you want it to sound like it's in a cupboard, doesn't sound as dark as I thought it would. Yeah, it's got all that high-end life. Because whenever I was playing that, when I first tried it, I kept going to turn the tone knob up because it sounded like it was in a cupboard. That's my only criticism of that guitar. The bridge pickup sounds great. The neck sounds crap.
It sounded alright in the middle as well, right?
Yeah, but you got the bridge bringing all the life to it. But you want the neck to sound great, and then the middle will still sound great. Whereas this just sounds fantastic. Just
I'm really surprised by that actually.
Yeah,
I think it's really good, especially for the price you got it at, 200 and whatever it was.
250. That's why I had to get another one after buying that, just because I thought it's so cheap. It's so much guitar for such a good price. I've got to buy them before they all sell out. And it's one of the other colour of this has gone off Toman since we recorded that. So within the last week. So people are spotting them and buying them. Same as the Classic Vibe spec. It's got a NATO body, which is spelt differently. It's got a Y in it and a H. It's got vintagey style tuners. I'm not sure if they feel good enough. The tuners, they feel all right, but I'm going to replace them with both.
Yeah, you don't like those button heads anyway, though, do you?
Not really, but I kind of want something different. I like the fact they're the ones where you stick the thing in. It comes with the skunk stripe and the walnut plug. They both do, which is some of the cheaper Squiers don't do that, and some other makes often don't do the skunk stripe and the walnut plug. I really like it. I just think it's those little details that make it look really nice. I know it's a stupid thing to really like, but that's what I want on a guitar that I want to keep. Otherwise I just get rid of them.
Yeah.
And I was astounded by how good that is, and I'm going to do some mods and pickups anyway. With this one, it's not as necessary to do anything to it.
But you still will.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I've got a set of tone riders, like my favourite tone riders, which might be my favourite Strat pickups to put in this.
Yeah, so why not?
Which are the Tone Rider Pure Vintage set, which are in that multicolour guitar, because I couldn't believe how good they sounded. Yeah. And we shot them out against your Fender Fat 50s, Fender custom shot Fat 50s pickups. They sounded as good. Well, in the room, it sounded like they were better, but in the recording, I actually preferred the Fat 50s. So I was like, when I was editing, I was like, but it was so close. I was like, well, I'll put them in this anyway, because they are phenomenal pickups, and they're only like 100 quid. This is why I haven't bought a Classic Vibe, because I've played loads of Affinities, loads of Bullets, which I think have renamed the Sonic series or something.
Oh, is that
weird.
what it is?
I think so.
I keep seeing those Sonic ones, but they don't have string through, so I don't want it.
Yeah, they don't have string through. The frets are all scratchy. They're all right, but they're basically every other guitar on the market for under 200 quid is better than a Squier.
Yeah.
And we've played a lot of Fender Players. The fretboards are crap. The frets are a bit rubbish. You have to do a bit of fret drill. Don't get me wrong, we've got a couple each still because it says Fender on it. But I thought it's cheaper than a Fender Player, like 300 quid cheaper.
Yeah.
For a Classic Vibe's about 350 or 250 buy one of these, or it's near Black Friday, so you can get them for about 250.
There'll be Christmas deals as well coming up. So.
Fender Players are about 630 quid. I thought the Classic Vibes are going to be crap because it's cheaper than a Fender Player, and Fender Players aren't that good for a £630 guitar. No. They're all right, but the neck needs work, and it's easy to change a set of pickups or change a set of tuners, but to do like a fret job we can do it. But if you don't know anything about guitars, you've got to take it to a shop, and that's a real problem, I think. So I thought that's why I've never played one, because I thought they'd be crap.
Yeah. I think if you're just going to spend money and you don't want to upgrade anything, one of these is probably a better option than a Fender Player.
Oh, it definitely is.
Just because of the overall feel of it, the
especially
overall
Strat
playability.
version.
Yeah. I mean, with this, some people might not mind that's quite a dark cupboardy pickup. If you do mind, get a set of tone riders.
Yeah, if you've got any
It's
kind of
50 quid.
hearing left, you'll change that neck pickup.
Yeah, you don't even need to change that one. It'll just be
No,
this one.
just
You
the
can
neck
put
pickup. A tone rider in it.
yeah, tone rider.
Don't buy another cheap pickup.
they're
Buy a
good.
tone rider. They're still budget, but they are
the
properly
best.
made.
The
It's
best
got a
budget.
nickel silver cover.
The only thing you'd need to change on this would be that pickup. You don't need to change anything on that.
No, you don't. 250 quid.
That's ridiculous.
It is, especially because this 40th anniversary range is an upgraded classic vibe, and I think people are like, I don't know why people aren't buying it. Maybe they just don't know.
Yeah, I'm regretting not buying one now.
You can still buy
I
one.
know I can
They're
now,
disappearing.
but even when I remember when they came out and there was a
Was
green
it that
one.
green one?
Yeah,
One I
loved
sent
it.
you.
Yeah,
It's
was like,
gorgeous.
that's the
It's
one I
got block inlays as well.
yeah.
Is that a Tele?
Yeah.
Try and find one. Although
It's the thing, I don't need it, but at the time I could have really done with that, and I just sort of passed on it. Was thought, then I was at the time I was like, I don't really want a Squier. I've got a Fender. But
well, at the time
Kind of
we
want
thought it
this.
wouldn't be as good as a Fender Player,
yeah,
and now we know it's better in
Yeah.
every way. It just doesn't say Fender on it.
Yeah, and if
Although you'd
they're-
have to change the neck pickup.
and if they're all satin as well, then that's exactly what I want in a guitar. I'd rather everything was satin.
And it's got block inlays, and the fret, it's got a rolled fretboard, and it's got nice fret ends, narrow tall frets. I've got to be honest, I thought they would be actually narrow. They're not. They're not.
Mm.
I mean, they're not jumbo frets, but they're not like
Are these the same?
thin. Yeah, brilliant guitar. This one's amazing. Well, so is that actually.
Yeah.
I'm glad I bought both of
Yeah,
these.
exactly. These are really good options.
Maybe I won't respray it. It does look quite cool.
I like it.
What do you think? Leave some comments. What mods would you do on this? Doesn't need modding. Strat locks.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
And watch this Fender Player video. They are great guitars. They are really good. Pickups sound great. Obviously the spec's great. It's just the only thing that lets them down is the fretboard is so square, and the frets are a bit
They're not quite up to standard for a Fender.
no.
For what you expect a Fender to be.